Hey traders, it's 37 minutes past 3 p.m. here in Brisbane on Tuesday, the 12th of December, and I am looking for a fight with Pound US. But before we start and have a look at the fight plan, I just want to mention that in a couple of hours we're going to get some Pound news, but also the big one tonight or today, depending where you are in the world, is US CPI. Now, these big economic news do tend to move the market quite sharply, and we do tend to see some wiki activity within the price action. So whatever we do, we need to be aware of this news and manage our fight accordingly. So let's start here with the monthly chart, and we can see the monthly has pushed strongly toward that 131 area, had a nice pullback, it pushed lower, but it actually printed a higher low, and then for last month had a nice strong bullish candle, and currently we're sitting close to those highs. Now, if we'll take a look here on the weekly, as we had that pullback on the monthly chart, the weekly pushed to a lower low, but we can also see the beginning of the turn here. We pushed lower, came back out of it, and continued to make another high. Now we pull back into this 125. We can see the touches that we had here in the past at that level, and we bounced off it. Let's take a look at the daily for some more information. So this is the turn that happened here. We broke higher, came back inside the level, and gone to a new higher high. What I love about this area is that we didn't, with this low, went below the origin of the move. That shows me that the buyers were able to stop the sellers before they pushed any lower. But the one thing that I like less about this one is that from here, from this level around the 126.12 area, we couldn't push any higher. So we actually printed a lower high. So that is one thing that bothers me about this potential fight. Now, the area that I am looking at for the offense sits around here. This is the blue line of mine, the 126.12. So I'm going to take a look here on the 4 hours to get a bit more information. So if we'll take a look here, we can see that that had been a level of support on the way down. And then we broke below it, came back to test it from below, went lower, had another touch, went to a lower low with a good rejection from the buyers, again not letting the sellers push to a lower low, and now we're coming back into that level. So as always, I'm looking for a bit of compressions of price underneath this level and a potential break. Now, because of the news and because of this lower high over here, I'm not looking for a big move. So my point win is going to be around this black line around the 126.40 area, and then the knockout around the 126.80 area. You can also see the rejection that happened around that area. I want to be out before this level. Again, it's also because of the news that we have today. Now, if this market will go ahead and break through my offense line without compressions of price, then what I'd like to see is the market going ahead and breaking this high. And if it does, then I'll be looking for a pullback to test this level from above into the offense line and then look to take it on the way out. So to summarize, I am looking for this level, the blue line, the 126.13 as my offense line, point win just below this swing high around the 126.40, and the knockout just around the high of this candle around the 126.80 area. If the market will not give me these compressions of price and will break higher and will end up with a bit of wasted momentum, then I'll be looking for the market to actually push above this high, show me some buyer's intention, and then I'll be looking for a pullback and another attempt at that offense line. As always, I'll be looking to move my defense line and potentially in this case quite aggressively, especially if I'm sitting around these big economic news to protect the ground that I've already covered in the ring. Happy knockouts, everyone. Bye for now.